Hey guys, it's Jess at Seeds Insanity. We are doing just a quick update video of everything going on around here. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and try to make it quick. All right, so starting off in the garden, we have a few things still left going on back here. We got a couple broccoli plants that are just starting to give us little crowns coming in, as well as some of our extra carrots that we had put in back here. In the little corner there was like a little salad ring disc that we had put in. To be honest, I can't remember today what was supposed to be in it, but it's not, it's not doing fantastic. But the carrots back here seem to be perking up and doing better, and I'm happy to see that the broccoli plants back here are starting to put on a little broccoli. Everything over here as far as the pepper plants, these were our hang-on pepper plants from last summer that well, not really summer even, almost fall. These are the ones that got hit really bad with whiteflies, and they have just been sickly and puny and done pretty much virtually nothing. The garden's pretty dry today. We got some rain 2 days ago, but I haven't watered since. The other little puffs of green you see are two more of those little salad discs, and also the other spinach that we had put in here has come up. So that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get to snack on that. We've got a couple more things of cauliflower about ready to eat. We did not do good with peas. As you guys know, it was not the pea plant's fault. It was totally my fault. I did not put support in for them when I initially put them in, and then life got busy, and so they just frankly didn't get any support. So I just threw this trellising net up here a while back, but there was no hope for them. I had neglected them too poorly, so don't hold it against the peas. The little carrot patch up here is growing strong. You might remember that we planted 3 different varieties in here. And while they all came up about the same time, man, these have just been insane with their tops really filling in. And I'm hoping our carrots are definitely not ready yet. This area did not get that much sun, so I definitely think growth has been a bit slow, and that's fine. Kind of to be expected. This is where we had planted some more of these peas. I don't really know if they'll really have time to do anything out here, and I just keep trying to push them to the fence. They tend to want to grow on each other, but I keep trying to get them over there now that they're finally long enough to grab a hold. So we'll see. We had a couple other broccoli plants out here that were really late being put in, and I don't really know that they will do anything, but they're here and we're just going to let them be. And then the other thing we have out here is we had planted some onions. So our onions out here have come up and are looking good. Most of them came up. I see 1 or 2 that didn't come up, but not too bad. So I'm going to get in here and try to get this cleaned out in the next day or 2. That was just an old tomato plant that's just hanging out. Another old broccoli plant that wasn't doing a thing. So I'm going to come through here, cultivate this up a bit. I've got some chicken manure and some composted cow manure and stuff to put in here. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and rip out these eggplant plants. I'm not really sure, haven't decided. These bean plants need to go. They were spent the moment I put them in. So they did give us lots of beans, but they just were never healthy plants. So they could have done a lot better than they did. But yeah, so everything else, I'm just gonna pull out of here and rework this area. Let's hop over to the other side. Okay, if you haven't seen the garden section that is directly outside my front door in a little bit, it has changed. This is where we grew those sweet potatoes and attempted to grow some pumpkins. If you can see out there, we had left that one lone pumpkin in. We were determined to get a Seminole pumpkin, and I think we accomplished it. That poor pathetic pumpkin. It's still on its vine. Its vine was still rooted in vine, so we just left it. But we planted some flowers that we got on the Dead and Dying rack at Lowe's. All of our broccoli plants out here are doing really well. We also have the row of cabbage, some rainbow Swiss chard. That row back there is going to be some romaine type lettuce that we just are going to be pulling leaves and eating as it goes. And then down here are all my babies. We started a bunch of seeds for planting next. So we've got some zucchinis, some let's see, what do we have? Yellow squash, we've got some zinnias, we've got some, oops, here comes a truck, hang on. There we go. I've got some watermelon seeds in there, and I see that 3 of them have finally come up and the other ones haven't, so I don't really have a lot of high hopes for that. I think probably what I'm going to end up doing is just direct seeding some of those. So, but the front's looking pretty good. We are ordering a drip tape system from Haas Tools, and so that should be here in a day or two. Obviously, I think it's too late to use it out here, so we're probably just going to have to keep hand watering this section, but we are going to use it in the other side, and then when we replant this area, I'm going to come back in and put that in. I actually might go ahead and lay some rows in between the cabbage and the Swiss chard and the cabbage and the broccoli. I might just go for some real high density planting and go ahead and put 2 rows of drip tape in there, and I think I'm going to drop some extra carrots in there while I can still drop a few more rows of carrots, because we love carrots and we have not yet had much success in growing them. We grow them, but we haven't actually gotten good sized carrots yet. So we're going to give it a try with a little bit better watering system. Should really help us out a lot. So anyway, that's what's going on out here. We are expected to get, let's see, what's today? Wednesday. So Thursday night, we're supposed to get a bit of a storm coming through. I don't think I'm going to put my transplants out, even if I get that other garden bed prepared, until after that little storm passes. Normally I love for nature to take over some of the watering, but in this case it's supposed to be a little more of rough weather, so I don't want them to get beat up too bad. So, ooh, there's some bees. Hi bees. Hello bees. So yeah, that's the update on the garden, and I'm gonna run you guys out back real quick and show you what's going on with the hen house for our chickie girls. All right, stand by. Okay, as I promised, here is the update on our hen house. So, my husband is very handy. We are not master carpenters. I know that there are several ways to do things, all of which will turn out with a structure that your chickens can live in. So, this is how we are building ours. This side is actually the front of the hen house. Off the roof line here, this roof line is actually going to continue out. It's going to continue out another, I don't know, 8 feet, I think. We're going to end up with a total run length for them of 12 feet. And the hen house itself is about 4 by 6. So, interesting thing, you see the paint all over the side of this hen house. So I don't know if any of you have kids that go to Home Depot for the kids workshops, but each month, usually the first Saturday of each month, Home Depot hosts these kids workshops where the kids can come and do a free building craft type thing. And at our Home Depot, the way they set that up is that they take a bunch of their orange buckets and they put big pieces of plywood on them to make little tables for the kids to work at. Well, once those kids have painted all over that plywood, they can no longer sell that plywood at full price. So check your Home Depot lumber sale rack, and you may be lucky, like we were, to score several sheets of plywood for 70% off. That's right, 70%, just because they have a little paint. So obviously the roof itself is going to come out beyond here a bit. We are going to put the metal hardware cloth up here to keep critters out, but to give a lot of ventilation. We live in Florida, y'all. It gets hot. You know, if you live in the South, you know, it gets hot. And I don't want my chickie poos being too hot in the winter, so we're going to try to give it a lot of ventilation. This little cut section right here is going to be a little window that will flip up. So there will be a window there. On the back end back here, it's trying to get on the side here. It's going to have 2 big doors that are going to open and give me just a really wide access point for getting in here to collect eggs and clean. I know some people like their nesting boxes hanging off the side with like a liftable hatch, but I was cool without doing that, and so this is the way we've decided to do it. There will be nesting boxes on either side, and then the big roost bar So on the back end of this, we may bring the wall up a bit, but again, we're gonna leave a large area to vent up top. This side will also have one of those little flip-up windows. That'll be hardware cloth screened inside as well. And then of course on the front, since this is gonna come in from the run, we're gonna cut a little, you like my cutting sound effect? Let me cut that with my finger. Yeah, okay, I'll stop. We're gonna cut a little door in there for the chickens to be able to get in and out. So she's still obviously under massive construction, trying to decide what to do. I think I might paint the whole thing white. A roofing company had posted on Facebook that they were giving away shingles. They had a ton of I guess oversupply of shingles and were cleaning out their warehouse, and they put several pallets worth of packages of shingles out. So I went and scooped up a bunch, and that's actually what we're going to use to do the entire roof. We're going to tar paper and shingle that, so that'll be cool. But yeah, so the chickens will have access to the underneath. We will hang a 5-gallon water bucket out here, so hopefully I'm not changing water 2 and 3 times a day like I am now. And the girls will have a nice, big, happy place to live. So that's gonna be the hen house. All right, so that's it for the garden update and the update on the hen house. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're having an awesome Wednesday. I hope you have found things that make your heart sing and your soul happy, and that you are doing more of those things. That's what we're trying to do, and I hope you are too. Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time. Bye.